Mr. V. Srinivasan, the Executive Chairman, joins us on the show to talk to us about more on that. Hi, Mr. Srinivasan. Good to be speaking with you. We are just going through your numbers, and over the last few years, it's been really impressive how you've moved from a revenue profile of 130 crores in FY21 to 337 crores, 373 crores, I beg your pardon, in the year which has just ended. Going forward, how's the demand momentum? What kind of growth do you envisage for your business?
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon to you. So, because we are in a niche industry, we are in the digital transformation and also in the cyber security industry. And the cyber security is the need of the hour in the market, not only in India, but globally it is the need of the hour everywhere. The more and more cyber fraud and attack happen, more and more every bigger company like even government, banks and other big company want to protect themselves. So that way there is a lot of demand for the trust services and cyber security. Since we are in this niche market, we are able to grow. In the last 4 years, we have been able to grow very well. And going forward for the next year, we think we should be able to grow at between 25 to 30%, with almost similar PAT 18 to 20. Now we have 20% PAT last year, but now even in the Middle East, in Dubai, they have imposed income tax. So because of that, the PAT could be between 8 and 20%.
All right. So 25 to 30% growth in the business with a closer to 20% net profit is what you're guiding at, and increased visibility because newer
Yeah,
countries are
18 to 20%.
18 to 20%. Okay, fair point. Because of this new opportunity which are opening up, like in the Middle East, new taxes coming, etc. What is the bigger picture looking like? Next 2 to 3 years, where exactly could your volumes take shape as far as your revenues is concerned?
Next 2 to 3 years, we can, because we are looking at penetration into Africa. In several countries in Africa, we started supplying our solution. Recently, we have become a certifying authority in Kenya also. So that business can take off. Then we can, in USA, we are looking at several opportunities. With a lot of POC we are doing for bigger companies in the USA. So all these, we think maybe next 2 to 3 years, we may be able to, with some, partly some acquisition also need to be done. With that, we may be able to maintain around this 1 year, we can definitely may be able to do 25 to 30. But even over 3 year period, at least 20 to 25% should be possible.
Taken. But what kind of margins will this new business come with? Because, while you were at 36, 37% a couple of years ago, the margin profile this year has dipped to 31%. Going forward, do you see the levers available to go back closer to 40%?
No, because we have to spend a lot to get into the international market, and we have to appoint a lot of senior people, which already we have done, and we have to further do quite a bit. And if you see foreign countries, the salaries are quite high, maybe 4 to 5 times what salaries will be in India. So, and also other costs are very high. So that's why the we have to reinvest the margins into the international expansion. So I think maybe it is safer to presume a 30% EBITDA level than again going back to 35, 36 kind of thing.
In the near term, it may hover around 30%, and then it will, once the businesses, your grip over these new areas actually tighten, then they'll go back to 35%. Is that you're guiding at?
No,
They may not.
that may take quite some time.
Quite
Because
some
if you
time.
see,
Okay.
though we say 375 crore, from 375 crore, even 25, 30% growth can take it to 475, 500 crore. Still, compared to the international giants, we are very small. Even at a 500 crore, we may be $60 million or something like that. We have to get into several hundreds of millions of dollars. So that way, the growth will be continuous over several years. And to have that momentum, we need to reinvest a lot. So that's where it may not be possible, or it may take a very long time to go into that 36% or 38%.
Understand for the management of growth, you're willing to let go of some of the margins and the investments that you'll have to make. So 30% is more realistic. But you're starting the year with an order book of close to 150 crores, at least in the solution order book. Talk to us about going forward, what kind of client additions are happening, what kind of deal signings, etc. is happening, and what's your own outlook with respect to what kind of order inflows you should expect in this year?
Yeah, order inflows are quite good. The kind of client, predominantly, it is mostly banking client and the government client. And in the government, not only Indian government, but also if you see in African countries, the Kenya, Tanzania, we are also working with Uganda, Rwanda, and now even with Ethiopia. So, and Ghana, several countries we are working with. Similarly, in South America also, we are working in Chile, we are working in Peru, Colombia. So all this. So this is one side. Then in USA, we are trying to work with bigger companies. So to whom we can supply our trust services and all that. So that is the kind of profile of company we are looking at. In India, we continue to work with a lot of government departments and also all the major banks. So this is the kind of thing, and the flow of order book should continue at the same pace what it has continued in the last 2 years.
Srinivasan, before we let you go, just one quick word. We understand that you are taking a lot of growth initiatives. It may depress margins in the medium term, but it will scale back, go back higher. Plus, the coverage area geography will actually rise very sharply in 3-4 years. Can your revenue from 370 odd double or more than double in the next 3 years with these multiple rollouts in several other nations? And how will your profit grow? Say 75, 76 crore you have posted for FY24. With this massive rollout, where will the profitability trajectory go to? Can it double?
Oh, 3 years we are working for making it to double, but in business always uncertainties are there. Everything is not rosy, suddenly something can happen. So we are working for doubling. So for example, when we say 30% or 25% year-on-year growth, actually it should double in 3 years. That's what we are working, and we are putting a lot of senior people across various geography to do that. But always in business, 3 years afterward, what will happen, one can never say. So, but we are definitely working towards that.
Towards doubling your top line and profits in the next 3 years. Let's see how much of that is achieved. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, Mr. Srinivasan, on that note, we let you go. Appreciate you making time and speaking with us. That's the management targeting a 20-25% growth. They're also talking about margin profile of 18 to 20% on the bottom line and 30% margin given the investments that they're making.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.